내 목소리가 들립니까? 안녕하세요. 내 목소리가 잘 들립니까? 자, 시간이 지연이 조금씩 되고 있으니까 지금 현재 수강 신청 인원은 1059명인데 지금 현재 시청자로 들어온 사람은 526명입니다. 조금만 더 기다려 보고 약 5분간 시간을 줄 테니까 We have 5 minutes to start. So please look around the neighbor homepage. Find this. Please raise your hand if you do not know what it is. Today I will go very slow. Right now we have 662 students are present. We have 3 minutes to go. Let me begin at 3 p.m. 5 minutes. Now 698. Seven 11. We have 1 minute. So we are ready. So this is a class called From Galileo to Einstein. And this is Jung Lee, the professor at the Department of Physics at Korea University. Right now we have 700 students are present. I expect 1,059, but many people are late. So let me begin. This course is the physics course. However, I'd like to go very easy in comparison with the ESA, that is the Escape from Scientific Absurdity. That was a very, very difficult, and I expect this semester we will go very easy. By the way, many of you are very much interested in the grade. So that's one of the most important point I have to tell you. Wait a second. Okay. So let us read through the syllabus. Many students are not aware of details of the regulations of this course. First of all, this class style is a real-time online, but not always I will give a live broadcast. Instead, our class mainly consists of solving quiz. So, to me, the running time of lecture given by some lecturer is not important. Instead, I stress the point that the effective time you spend or to operate your own brain is the most important one. That's the reason why I stress the point that you have to solve as many problems as all. So I don't want to repeat what I'm doing, exactly the same thing, carbon copy. No, I don't like it. And you have to remember that point. Real-time online. Special feature, open to non-science major students and exchange students. Yes, it is given in English, but this is in Korea University. There is no way to give a bilingual course. Fortunately, the evaluation system for this core liberal art course has changed. Previously, when I taught E equals MC squared, if I give a lecture in Korean, I have to follow the relative evaluation, and only if I give the lecture in English, I can make a grade for you, the absolute evaluation. But recently, they have changed the rule, and both Korean and English classes have the same way, that is absolute evaluation. And from this semester on, I give lecture in bilingual. But this today's lecture will be given purely in English, because this English is very, very easy to understand. So I believe every Korean student can understand what I'm talking about today. And there are so many exchange students, I'd like to keep talking in English. But from then on, if you have any questions and if you write anything on the board in the K-pop neighbor homepage, so I can reply you in Korean too. So it is there is no official in Korea University. There is no official way of teaching in bilingual, but I declare this is the first bilingual class in Korea University. So you don't worry about anything regarding the language if you but I understand Korean and English, but very little about German because I lived in Germany for 3 years. Anyway, so this is a bilingual class, and this is very easy. And no written reports. There is no report at all. No midterm and final exams. Only quiz. But every day we take quiz at 10 problems, consisting of 10 problems, and there are multiple choice problems. It's absolute evaluation. Learn physics by answering 10 open book quizzes consisting of multiple choice questions every day. You can refer to any online and offline materials, including ChatGPT. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care. Language bilingual. However, every written document is given in English only. Okay, so spoken language is bilingual depending on what language you're using. Both the Korean version and English version of YouTube videos are available. However, I won't prepare special videos for each lecture because that makes that forces you to spend more time. So I don't like it. As far as the lecture materials are concerned, I will make it as short as possible in a written form. And please refer to this. And when you prepare every class, you can search on the internet, especially the Wikipedia is a very nice place to go. So English version Wikipedia is a very nice reference for you to study anything written on the lecture notes I prepare in advance. Textbook. Let's see. I can tell you the wait a second. Why don't you visit here? This is Google Chrome, any browser, type in kpop.org, kpope.org. This is called the K-pop Digital Library. The K-pop means the Korea Pragmatist Organization for Physics Education that I'm operating. And in here, there are various information regarding physics education is given. Why don't you click here? Table of contents you will find from Galileo to Einstein. And actually, most of them are empty. However, the syllabus, if you click this, you will find this version, previous version of the syllabus. Click this, you will find it. Okay, so every quiz is based on the concepts or discussions given in the GE something, GE some number, and there will be a quiz corresponding to each GE. This is from 1, it begins with 1 and it runs to 26. Okay. So please remember the K-pop Digital Library. As well as what we learned, there are many more information regarding, this is an advanced course. The physics major students are learning this course in this semester. And X and Y are for general physics. X is for the spring semester, and the Y is for fall semester. Relatives to quantum mechanics, oh, very, very difficult one. You don't like it. The escape from scientific absurdity, A, B, for the undergraduate student, especially for people who are about to study general physics. So it includes advanced material for high school students and a very, very standard one and a very fundamental one that freshman engineering and science major students must know. And it includes many practical way of computing mathematical formulas that were mostly generated by the studying physics problem. Okay, and escape from scientific absurdity, C, is the lecture notes and videos that were given last semester. Okay, so let's go back to our syllabus. So perhaps we will refer to the Escape from Scientific Absurdity series A, B, and C, but we are not so much interested in the mathematical structure of physics problems. Instead, we focused on the history of physics that begins with Galileo and Einstein. Okay, I just told you how to visit the K-pop digital library, and most of video files for the lecture are given in the YouTube channel that is called the K-pop YouTube channel. Let's see. So we have opened this channel exactly 2 years ago, just before the start of the fall semester, but we have grown up very much, and various materials are given in. It is almost 800 lectures. Okay, many times you will frequently refer to materials given in here. However, it is very busy, so with I suggest to you not to visit the YouTube channel directly, but visit K-pop Digital Library. It is a very organized form, and it contains text material and all of the links of video lectures. Okay, and then there are some details about the quiz. Quiz is very important. In every class, the students must be present at the collaborate session and answer 10 quizzes. Your attendance check is not carried out at all. Only the answer sheet of every quiz will give the information whether you were present or not. So, if the answer sheet is blank, it says you were not present, you are absent, okay? Even if your record for every quiz is 0, 0 means you have attended the class. I don't care about the point. Instead, if it is a blank, it's absent. Understood? There is no other button to click to say you are present. Don't ask me anything about it. Just take the quiz, that's it. Every beta exam is unsupervised, assuming that every student is conscious. Okay? Don't ask me. Somebody is cheating. I don't care. I really trust you. Everybody is working very hard and they are innocent. Don't say anything about it. Criticize other people. During the beta quiz, you can refer to any written or online materials, including ChatGPT. Everything is allowed, but I do not say that you discuss with other friends. Don't do that. And I believe you will follow the rule. Each question is a plain multiple choice problem. Because you have enough time, you have 1 hour, 15 minutes, but some students need some more time. However, it is impossible for me to give you further time. So it is 1 hour, 15 minutes. That's it. So however, the problems are quite easy. If you are well prepared, then that time is not a problem. You can take time to search for the answer during the whole class hour on and offline, including ChatGPT. But I don't believe ChatGPT will give you a correct answer. However, any question or discussion with other people regarding the problem set is not allowed during the beta quiz. Make sure. If you are inadvertently kicked off from the Collaborate system, you are allowed to re-log in and continue to take the beta quiz. That's not a problem. Evaluation. We have absolute evaluation. So I believe this is the first genuine absolute evaluation. In many cases, they claim they are carrying out an absolute evaluation, but they never make it public. I make it public from the beginning. If you want A+, you need to get 200 total. A0, 160, 140, and so on. However, if your total is less than 100, then it is a failure. How can I get a total? Total is the sum of alpha, beta, and gamma. Okay? There is a correction. This alpha plus beta used to be less than 300, but I have revised the rule, and let's see the corrected rule in a short minute. First of all, attendance, it should be your absence, number of absence is equal to 9 or greater than 9, then you get F exactly. Alpha, let me tell you, this is obsolete. Beta is correct. We have 26 classes, and each class we take quiz. So 26 quiz, and each quiz consists of 10 problems. So the total must be 260. So please read it through. Gamma is an incentive, just like alpha, and let me tell you about it later. So maximum value for beta is 260. So even if you do not have any alpha or gamma, if you are very good at physics and your quiz is very good, then you will be able to get A+. That's not a problem. But our students in this class came from various departments. Somebody knows physics and mathematics very well, and, and somebody not. And even if I do not stress a mathematical point of view, but many students who are not familiar with the mathematical or physical concepts has some, they're worried about their record. So alpha and gamma will be very helpful for them. Excused absence, I have changed the rules today and it is now public. Let me tell you in a short minute. What we will study in this semester consists of 26 lectures, and this is the orientation today I'm giving. And on Wednesday, we have a mock beta test that is to make you be familiar with taking the beta exam every class. So you need to log into the Blackboard. But by the way, there are some students who will correct their they are not present in the current class, and there is a correction in September 7th, on 7th and 8th, I think so. So I will let everybody can take this mock exam by the end of the next week, that is September 13 or so. And we will begin with a very introductory level lecture through the scientific revolution started by Copernicus, and we study Galileo's work, and then Newtonian mechanics, all through the way to arrive at Einstein's discovery of a special theory of relativity. Okay. Let's. This is a copy of the lecture notes, so let me forget about it. Let us go to our homepage, neighbor homepage. So copy neighbor.com K-pop. I created this, opened this site last week, 10 days ago, but fortunately, this name was not occupied yet. Fortunately, very, very fortunately. My son is an architect. I sketched this pencil, and he drew it, and we have various pencils. If you're interested in copying this pencil as a cursor, I will freely distribute it. Everything, all colorful. Let's see. There's a menu. We have K-pop news, some miscellaneous K-pop news. For example, this is the paper just published this last week, and this was based on the name, the physics analysis with the Leibniz differential operator. So this is exactly the same contents given in the lecture given in ESA, Escape from Scientific Absurdity, last semester. So our lecture notes are summarized into a paper, and we frequently publish the paper regarding the contents that can be taught to undergraduate students. It is we are very proud of it. Anyway, there are general rules, regulations And the general announcements are given in here. And for somebody who are interested in the references, I have copied the links of the books. I have written every book I have written is all free. You can download the full PDF text without any charge. So this is our class. I have announced as an announcement in here and in there. You have to read it through and understand completely. I can see so many questions and so many identical questions in this chatting window. Okay? So please, when you want to write something in front of me, more than thousands of students are present at the same time. So they don't like to hear the same thing repeatedly. So please, really please, read it through and do not repeat the same thing in front of thousands of people. By the way, 이종호 학부제약 전기전자공학부 현장 강의 하실 때도 있은 것인가요? 1000명이 넘는데 어디에서 해요? 그런데 지난 학기에도 내가 매주 무슨 삼성통닭에 와서 통닭 사준다. 그래도 몇백 명이 수업을 듣는데 한 명도 오지도 않으면서 저런 소리는 하지 말라고. 오케이? 현장 강의가 필요하면 궁금한 게 있으면 직접 찾아오든지. 그러면 언제든지 해줄 수 있지. 오케이? So, we have to understand alpha, beta, and gamma, and regulation about your absence, especially the excused absence. I have received 5 messages regarding this is the first class. However, they missed the class, and the 5 students sent email that they missed the class. But you don't send any email. This is the way. General rule. Okay. K-pop Joker system. Click here. 포털이나 이메일로 출석 인정 신청을 하지 마세요. Let's see. Excused absence. Written in English and Korean in parallel. So, until September 14, I do not accept applications of excused absence. But today, 5 students sent me submitted. But don't do that because you can take a beta test unlimitedly by September 14. Okay? In my class, presence is checked by your submission of a beta exam answer sheet. So, if you have so many chances by the end of 14, So, 수강 정정 시간에 들어온 학생을 포함하여 14일까지 이전에 있었던 베타 테스트를 무제한으로 볼 수 있으므로 유고 결석 신청을 받지 않습니다. Okay? From September 15 on, I do accept applications of excused absence through neither portal nor email. 15일이 지난 이후에도 포털을 통해서나 아니면 이메일로 유고 결석 신청을 하지 마십시오. 왜? 우리는 K-pop 조커 시스템이 있어요. You will begin with the 4 jokers. I don't want to know why you had to be absent. There must be some reason. So I don't want to hear 1,000 students' specific reasons for being absent. Okay? So you have 4 jokers, and from September 15 on the board, on the neighbor Q&A board, I will display the joker 4, joker 5, something like that. That means if you have to be absent in beta, for example, beta 5, you are expected to miss beta 5, then you just leave a blank message as a reply to joker 5. Then I immediately know you are not present in beta 5. However, you can take a similar, not the same, but a similar quiz in that weekend. But the number of trial for this makeup quiz is only once. So this chance I'm giving you 4 chances to retake the exam if you are absent. Okay? So after that, if you miss the class, it is absent. That is not to be excused. Remember, you have 4 jokers. If you used up 4 jokers, then there is no way but to be absent, and your beta will be exactly 0 for each absence. So, in fact, every joker corresponds to a retake exam, so you don't have to certify the reason why you had to miss the previous exam, because it is not actually an absence. I'm giving you another chance, but there are only 4 chances. Okay. Next one is alpha. So somebody will claim that I'm selling. So I'm by making use of students, I'm earning money. I believe that there are some students or some other people. For example, if you pay 50,000 won, then I give you A plus. Not at all. Not at all. The bonus system, there are 2 bonus systems, and it consists of alpha and gamma. So I don't know whether you know about the situation of the K-pop collaboration. So K-pop doesn't accept any financial support from government or Korean university or any individuals. You must know about that. I do not sell any textbook and any videos. It is a non-commercial one, and I claim that K-pop, that is a Korea Pragmatist Organization for Physics Education, is a NGO, non-government organization. It is operated purely by donation, and this donation doesn't. We are making a talent donation. You have to remember that all of the physics experiment experiment devices that is being operated in the undergraduate level as a general physics course of physics were all developed by K-pop collaboration for free. Nobody knows about that very much. So if you don't like the system of alpha system, then you just don't choose this class. If you don't like it. That's what I'm talking about. The reason why I'm asking you to let somebody know about the K-pop collaboration is there must be something. There must be something. There must some people who want to study physics for free. And we are providing all of the teaching materials for free. That is very important. If you ask somebody to subscribe to K-pop YouTube channel, don't ask people something like parents or grandparents. They don't need it. There must be people who must be interested in physics. Only to them you introduce. There is no limit of alpha. However, don't recruit so many people. Even if you have a very large expected alpha, if your beta sum is less than 100, it is nothing. It is nothing. So don't forget about to achieve 100 points purely from beta. That's very important. Submission method, Blackboard by the end of November. Okay, so some student has already claimed some possible problem of this system. So this is I can tell you. Okay, what is it? Okay. Oh, here we have a serious. They are studying working hard. Okay. Last night, around midnight, there was a deep discussion with the student, and I think he or she is in this class at the moment. Anyway, please read it through in detail. Basically, this one and another here. Okay, some student would ask me to find a way to do not let students cheat. However, there is no practically very useful way to let them be conscious. It is basically, let me tell you in Korean, because the questions are in Korean, explanations are in Korean. Please read it through. And these are detailed explanation and reply to her or his question. And in conclusion, I'm showing you another way of getting a bonus that is called gamma. Gamma is for your own contribution to improve this lecture. Okay? In various ways. So, corrections to the gamma rule. So, gamma is given to let's see. This is it is effective from September 4th. What's for gamma? Gamma is an incentive given to a student who has reported a list of errors in the lecture notes or beta test problems. It also applies to your constructive suggestions. The amount of incentive depends on the resultant changes. Amount of incentive depends on not intention, even though the intention was even if your intention was very good, sometimes the result is not good, and sometimes even though your intention was began with a very tiny thing, but the result was tremendous. So, for example, the previous question by a student claiming there could be a problem regarding my alpha system, but her question made me more clear about this regulation or suggestions. So that's the reason why I have given her a bonus gamma by 5, for example. So, 간만은 교재 시험 문항의 오류 보고나 개선사항 또는 건의사항을 제시하였을 때 그 결과 학생들의 학습에 현저한 도움을 준 기여를 인정하며 부여하는 보너스입니다. Because I'm giving gamma in a public way, because all of the bonus points, the reason, the question and reply, and the final product due to the change caused by that claim is open, and I make everything public so you can check it whether it is fair or not. How to report? If you want to report such kind of some problem or some suggestions, just do not send me a specific email secretly. Make an open talk on the neighbor Q&A board. And how can I check the bonus? I can leave the comment, 댓글로 보너스가 얼마가 부여됐다라고 얘기할 겁니다. Okay, immediately after I write on the board, I'll input the gamma number as a sum. You will find on the Blackboard system there is a column called gamma, and I will add that number immediately after I reply. So regarding the errors of beta test problems, I do not give the bonus anymore, because at the same time, so many students are sending me identical messages 1,000 times. It is breaking the system. So we cannot communicate anymore if we are very busy with a very unimportant thing. So instead, because of if we find an error in beta exam, grading will be given, refresh it, so there will be no problem at all. Nobody. So I will correct everything fairly, so that's not a problem. So specific report of a problem of beta test, I won't give you any gamma. For example, there are many ways to obtain gamma, and I'll tell you the main source of the main reason why the ESA student 87% got A plus was not due to alpha, but due to gamma. For example, these rules are identical for every K-pop class. Let's see. This is a physics major class. So last night, when he prepared this class, he found some mistake and suggested some. And for example, +2. This means you got gamma plus 2 오류를 지적해 주어서 감사합니다. 범위를 수정하였으므로 mm1 등의 크기는 되었습니다. 그래서 K-pop 디지털 라이브러리 정보를 모두 다 바꾸었기 때문에 그로 인해서 플러스 1이 더해져서 플러스 3점을 받았습니다. 자, 이런 식으로 모든 사람이 내가 어떤 학생에게 어떠한 이유로 보너스 점수를 주는지 다 알아볼 수가 있으니까 무슨 문제가 있다라고 하면 여기에 댓글로 클레임하면 될 것이고, 그리고 아까 여기 이제 그 우리 유튜브 채널의 옆에 문제를 제기한 학생이 있었던 걸 아는데, 여기에 알파의 규정과 관련한 이야기, 그리고 그것에 대한 우리 그 갈릴레오 to 아인슈타인, from Galileo to Einstein의 수업을 듣는 학생의 이 내용에 대한 나의 답을 잘 읽고 그런 것들이 문제가 된다라고 생각하는 사람은 이 수업을 듣지 말기 바랍니다. 오케이? 그리고 더 이야기할 것이, 우리는 다음 시간에 Wednesday we have mock beta test, and I believe I have distributed the problem set for GE0, that is called beta 0, that is for the mock test. So be prepared. You must be prepared how to take the beta exam. So on Wednesday, I don't know whether I will open the YouTube channel or not, because I have explained everything already, and from then on, I think it's better to refer to neighbor homepage. In here, anyone who joined this cafe, they must pass through the identification process. I have checked that process, so everybody writing on the board, I know who he is. So, because his identification is already identified, so they won't speak a very bad thing to people. So I don't like it. If you don't like us, just leave away from us. Okay? So we are going to study physics from Wednesday on, and including many other people who will correct. So then perhaps from next week on, we will concentrate on physics problem. And I'd like to ask you to make use of a gamma system. Gamma incentive system is a very nice system with which you can study physics depending on your level or your direction of interest. So we have thousands of students who have all different environment and knowledge. But for example, the major in philosophy, he will talk about, or she will talk about the Aristotle, Plato, and in the philosophical aspect of Pythagoras, for example. Okay, so if you have some serious problems, please leave any message on the neighbor homepage with your real name. So I won't reply anything that is displayed in this chatting window displayed today. Okay, so thank you very much for listening to the first class, and I'd like to expect you Wednesday. If you have any question, just leave anything on the board in the neighbor homepage. Thank you. That's it for today. See you Wednesday.